Hello everyone. I couldn't decide which game I want to play, which of the Fern Island or Lil Guardsman. So I flipped a coin and Lil Guardsman it is. Let's start talking with this guy. Don't remember your name. Oh, so Beverly, the fake one. Blinks and says nothing. Still nothing.
Is everything okay, Beverly?
No, Lil. No, everything is not okay, Beverly. My dear true love, Princess Desdemona.
Just to recap, this is the dear true love that you've never met, but one time you both happened to be at the Goblin Ball Stadium?
You phrased that so beautifully. Yes, that same she.
What about her, Bev?
When I'd heard she'd vanished, I tried to get on So You Think You Can Save a Princess, but none of the advisors wanted me as their champion.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Beverly, you're a janitor at the Goblin Ball Stadium.
Oh, that's who he is.
Maybe you're right. Maybe a guy like me can't be the hero in my own life story. Mom always said I lacked that main character energy. Tell me what to do, Lil. Should I return to my job or go off to rescue my darling love?
Risk it for the biscuit.
What the hell? I say, go for it, Beverly. Risk it for the biscuit.
What biscuit?
It's a metaphorical biscuit. In this case, the biscuit is the princess.
And you think I should risk what exactly?
Risk your life.
Risk your life, Beverly.
Without Princess Desdemona, my life has no meaning anyway.
Exactly.
That's so sad.
Aye, indeed. And thus I will be off to find my destiny. Thank you, Lil, for everything.
You're very much welcome.
Don't mention it.
Let's change music. We can do it now. Oh, hello, you two. You found each other, I see. Traversing the sprawl. Hello, you two.
Pathetic, weak coward! You should do the honorable thing and let me kill you.
Oh, I thought that they had romance between them, that they found each other.
Oh, you would just love that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
Oh, maybe they're just kinky.
It is my understanding that you have selected a self-involved, pretentious mage as your choice of adventurer.
Yes, that's right.
What about that?
Oh, the princess is as good as doomed.
On behalf of the Marvog Empire, I must say you have made a terrible choice.
On behalf of the Kingdom of Petrard, I couldn't agree more. Mages are untrustworthy.
There wasn't a better choice.
And pompous.
And smug.
And ugly.
Okay, I think we're losing the thread a little bit here.
Well, I don't want to apologize, so double down.
That smug, pompous mage is the right person for the job. My concern is the safe return of Princess Desdemona, not pleasing you. So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Oh, why, I never. I won't forget this.
What he said.
Wonderful. Can I access this door, please? Yes, I can. So there was a... Is this the ball? Because there is no other... Oh, let me check. Maybe it's here. This cannot be safe. Alright, what about this? Still nothing. Interesting. So this must be the ball.
You've been at this a while. You should have enough cash by now to power up your arsenal. Take a look.
Well, if he has it, he doesn't sell it. I suppose I can sell this strong stuff and buy another slot for X-ray. Bye, Garby. What about the ball? Like, there was a crystal ball that someone lost. Oh wait, maybe that wasn't the crystal ball. Well, someone lost something and it was here in this alley, but I don't see anything. I saw that maybe this was the ball, but I cannot buy it, I cannot select it, so I don't know. And well, I'm back here. How you doing, my dear lady?
Can't talk. Pretending to cook while I spy on that hunka fine piece of wizard over there.
This one? Or is there another wizard? Hello, Arthur, how you doing?
Can't talk, Lil. Pretending to wipe the counter while I eavesdrop on the prince and the praetor over there.
Alright. Everyone is busy. How you doing, my friend?
Salutations to you, little sister of this big, beautiful world. My journeys across this land have brought me here.
I know, we met. At the gate?
Whoa, I completely forgot. Gotta go easy on the Peace Blossom. Anywho, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, there's so many things that we can talk about. Let's talk about Malcolm.
What do you know about Malcolm?
I have no idea what Malcolm's end goal is, and honestly, I don't think he knows either. I think if he had his way, there'd be no rules, no laws, no Lil Guardsman at the gate. Just let the whole place run itself. This dog-eat-dog mentality would work for some, and for others, things could get a whole lot worse. He doesn't care about people, doesn't care if they're good or bad. Our greatest strength is how we work together. Under Malcolm, we would never reach anything near our collective potential. Anything else you want to know about?
Yes, finally someone we can talk with. Stryker.
What do you know about Lieutenant Stryker?
Stryker has always lived in a world of black and white. There's good and evil and nothing in between. If you're good in Stryker's eyes, you get nothing. Left to fend for yourself, but free. But if you're bad, the hammer of the law is swift and brutal. Small offenses come attached to massive mandatory minimum punishments. You've heard of 3 strikes and you're out? As far as Stryker's concerned, it's 2 strikes. The strike you make and the strike she makes. Anything else you want to know about?
Sure, tell me about Ash.
What do you know about Councilwoman Ash?
Back when I knew Ash, she was already bitter, jaded, and afraid of anything she didn't understand. A true protectionist, looking to keep everyone in their own little box. If she had her way, nothing would ever change or grow, and eventually we would all look, dress, and think exactly the same way. Anything else you want to know about?
King Oswin?
What do you know about King Oswin?
After King Oswin died, it didn't take long for would-be successors to start lining up. 3 in particular, a young headstrong counselor, a battle-hardened lieutenant in the Guard Corps, and the court jester.
I think that you told me this all at the gate.
True.
Yes, exactly.
Anything else you want to know?
About the war?
Do you really think war is on the horizon?
Mark my words, little sister. The sulfur mines in Petrard have not been this busy in a generation, filling the air with smoke as they produce gunpowder and explosives. And the Marvog are sharpening their knives. How many ballets can there be? With a predator already established, this looks like training to me. Even here in the sprawl, the power vacuum of King Oswin's death has everyone jockeying for position, threatening the internal balance of the entire kingdom. But then again, what do I know? Just an old wizard wandering from town to town looking for a little bit of joy to put in my pocket.
So you are a wizard?
Anything else you want to know about?
No, nothing. Thank you. So are you happy about your hat now?
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Alright, and then we have a task to go to Goblin meeting. Lil walks down a dark back alley to find the red door. She knocks, hears movement behind the door, and suddenly a slit opens and she sees a pair of glowing yellow eyes peering out at her.
Were you followed? What's the password?
Oh wait, I don't know. I should have checked it.
Get out of here, kid. Go home.
Wait a minute. I think I've got it here somewhere.
Yes, here it is.
Viva la Gavolution.
Come on in.
Okay, that's better.
Don't even get me started. Who did they think built this city up into the sprawling metropolis they get to enjoy today? Because it sure as hell wasn't humans. Did humans haul the stone that became our roads and buildings? No! Troll labor did that. Did humans dig the intricate system of subterranean tunnels that became the world's greatest sewer system, getting our piss and shit off the streets? No! Our mole brothers and sisters did that!
Gross but true.
The late King Oswin was a man full of empty promises. He vowed to end the persecution and oppression of all goblins, dwarves, kobolds, vampires, you name it. But last time I checked, I'm still treated like a second-class citizen.
Oh, do you have an opinion? Never liked King Oswin.
The day of the royal wedding approaches, and the powers that be are sitting fat, but they are blind. Hear my words, people. That day will be their undoing. That day will be their reckoning. A change is coming on that wedding day. Will you RSVP for the revolution?
Good for you. That doesn't sound good. Maybe there is no other choice. Here.
Go home, everybody, and keep your eyes and ears open for what happens next. I invite my inner circle to join me downstairs. Light refreshments will not be served as Carl forgot it was his week to bring orange slices.
Alright, hello everyone.
How's it going, Gobos?
You came! You owe me $5, Gary.
It's worth it. Did you hear him? Isn't he amazing? What did you think?
Incredible.
That head goblin guy is amazing. I'm sorry. I really had no idea how bad it was for you guys.
You're lucky his slide projector broke down. The audio visuals make it even more horrifying.
So, is something really gonna happen on Princess Desdemona's wedding day? Like an attack?
Well, let's be fair, Princess Desdemona has disappeared, so is the wedding going to happen?
Who knows? The leader and his inner circle keep their cards pretty close to their chest. But whatever it is, it's gonna be a real game changer.
Well, I'm just glad I'm not invited.
Just keep your ears peeled and your eyes to the ground. You'll get your chance to be on the right side of history. You'll see.
I hope so. See you around, fellas.
Viva la Gobbolution!
Say it back.
Viva la Gobbolution!
You're getting it.
Well, I'm doing my best. Anything interactable here? Yes. A board? A tangled web of corruption and lies, and some coupons. There is Monty's. I can't proceed, but there was that guy. Don't remember his name. Don't remember the name of the game. Remember that there were 3 people that I had to choose from to be the princess rescuer, and he was one of them. Alright, let's go back home then. Is there anything that we need to do? I don't think so. Okay then.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Yep, Buttface. Buttface, the farmer goblin, sets up a small booth in the market square, where he displayed his withered lettuces and pathetic radishes for all to see. Unfortunately, the one and only person to come across his stand was the Sproul's Health and Safety Bylaw Officer. Buttface's flagrant code infractions, coupled with the city officials' dislike towards non-humans, led to Buttface being thrown into the dungeon. He knew that prison would be tough, but if the years of dungeon crawling for ore had taught Buttface anything, it was this. Find the biggest sword you can and swing it wildly in front of you. He managed to maim and dismember 13 fellow prisoners and 2 guards until he was finally subdued. What started as a simple misdemeanor charge with a 7-day sentence turned into a life in solitary with no parole. Thus ends Buttface's tale. I should have kept him out. The Edward the Great Magician. The Edward the Great eventually arrived at Becky Schneiderman's birthday celebration. He hit the ground running with his stride and tacit routine. He opened with a pick a card, moved into Is That Your Handkerchief, and ended strewn with a classic How many eggs do you have in your pocket trick. Unfortunately, none of this impressed any of the preteen partygoers, which the Edward could clearly see now that he had his glasses. After his performance, the Edward enjoyed a piece of vanilla cake and awkwardly waited for Mr. Schneiderman to settle his payment. With a check in his pocket, the Edward went straight to his parents' garden shop to boast of his success. Unfortunately, the Edward's parents didn't consider a check of 37 gold, 40 before deducting the price of a piece of vanilla cake, to be much of a success. They were very disappointed in their son's career choice, which the Edward could clearly see because of his glasses. Gary and Julian were pumped to see you at the rally. They boasted to all their friends that they not only convinced the small human to let them in, but they even got her to attend a Goblin Liberation Army rally. After you left, the GLA's leader pulled Jerry and Julian aside to personally thank them for helping to bridge the gap between groups. This meant a lot to Julian, whose belief in the cause burned bright and hot. Gary, however, couldn't quite let go of his daydream of a world where he actually was a powerful mage, not just a goblin pretending to be one. Sure, he would still support the efforts of the GLA, but he could do it while making fireworks appear from his fingertips, or while conjuring miniature unicorns to delight and entertain his pals. What started as a simple 2 goblins in a trench coat proved to work something up for Goblin Gary. From this day on, he would begin his quest to become a wizard. Now all he needed was a robe, a scar. Why do you need a scar? Oh, and a depressing orphan backstory. So that's a reference to Harry Potter. Echo, the Wanderer, after stopping in at the Twisted Sister for a glass of his triple of choice, Echo proceeded to head down to Pinhead's the local bowling club in the sprawl where his team was playing for league night. Regrettably, without the calming effects of his particularly potent Peace Blossom, he was an absolute wreck and his team not only lost their match, but were disqualified from the league when Echo's bowling partner pulled out a blunderbuss during the game. That's a bummer, dude. Neil Warkiller. Having lost So You Think You Can Save a Princess, Neil Warkiller fell into barbarian depression and left the sprawl. After a week of sulkily trudging across the countryside, Neil discovered a quiet farmers market populated by elderly locals. Lending a hand here and there with the various farmers selling their produce, the once fierce fighter found employment and ultimately peace with a flower vendor, Articulus Flamehands. After winning So You Think You Can Save a Princess, Articulus Flamehands wasted no time getting straight to work. He conjured a small army of moles and other small creatures and sent them off in every direction to seek out the princess' location. Unfortunately, and almost immediately, his mighty mini-mammal militia was entirely decimated by falcons, eagles, and other large predators. Depressed by the mass rodent death he was indirectly responsible for, the disheartened mage returned to his tower. He was out of ideas. He'd give it a day or two, then reported he was unable to locate the lost princess due to entangled cosmic forces blocking his ethereal aura or some other nonsense. No, that wasn't Perry Shoutson at the GLA Rally. Having lost So You Think You Can Save a Princess, Perry Shoutson found his way to his favorite tavern in the Little Ogre Water. After one too many delicious margaritas, Perry got sloppy trying to pickpocket the bartender and was lifted off the ground by the bouncer. Mistaking some bar snacks for one of his patented smoke bombs, the inebriated thief dramatically threw down a handful of mixed nuts, then ran headfirst into a pillar. Everyone in the bar laughed at him, and Perry could have died from embarrassment if he hadn't already died from severe blunt force trauma to the head. Level 5.
Lil, rise and shine.
Morning, Dad.
What, Dad? You rise, you shine. I'll take 5 more minutes.
It's time to get up.
Alright.
Shouldn't you be down at the guard shed? And shouldn't I be heading down to cover for you?
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
The good news.
We got the day off. Now you can finally have a day to just be a kid and do kid stuff and eat kid food.
And throw rocks at things?
The biggest rocks at the biggest things. I think I heard some of your friends out back at the tavern doing just that.
Oh boy, thanks, Dad. Wait, what's the bad news?
We only got the day off because we have to work the night shift.
Oh no.
I'm going back to bed.
No, you're getting out of this house and taking some time to yourself today.
Why do we have to work the night shift?
Good news or bad news?
Bad news?
Apparently you didn't pick the right person's champion for the rescue mission, whatever that means. And they're punishing you for it. And I won't be able to cover for you, because I'm also working the night shift at the East Gate.
Okay, and what's the good news?
There isn't any. I guess it was just bad news this time.
Who's punishing you?
No one. I work the night shift a couple times a week to help us get by.
Oh, Dad, I didn't know that.
So, I guess you could say the economy is punishing me. That and inflation. If taxes keep going up, I might have to get a third job so we can keep affording things like your little doohickey here.
What's a doohickey?
Wait, don't touch that!
Oh, this thing. No!
Whoa. What just happened?
Do you want the good news or the bad news? Both are. I don't know. Do you feel okay?
I feel fine, sweetie. No need to look all blurry about it. Now you get out of here and enjoy your day off. But don't enjoy it too much. You have to work all night, remember?
Okay, I'm going. Just try not to operate any heavy machinery until I get back. I should probably check in with Dr. B and make sure my dad isn't radioactive.
I guess that's the plan for today. Bye, Dad. Oh, do I need to take it with me? I did take it with me. Okay. Oh.
Oh, God. The rat problem is even worse than I thought. We eat all of our meals here.
Jay gags. Is there anything that I can do with them? I can talk with them. Squeak, squeak. I can talk with you as well. And I can talk with you. Hey, you finally found a fantastic hat.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Better than all previous ones. So mice obviously will not talk with me. Let's see Garby. Oh!
Isla, Simon, Lamont. How's it going, guys?
Hey, if it isn't Little Miss, I haven't been around for a while. Where you been all this time?
Not around. I got what every kid fears they'll get one day. Chickenpox? Worse than that, Simon. I got a job. What are you up to?
Well, you just missed the rock throwing portion of our morning. Sadly, we chucked the last rock in the alley over the fence. Next, well,
We were thinking of seeing if we could get our mitts on some of the cool stuff that Garby guys got over there. They look like magical toys, basically.
Bad idea.
I have to use a bunch of those for my job. And even though they look like a barrel of laughs, they're serious business.
Come on, Lil. For some reason, the world is basically treating you like you're old. Work your magic and score us some sweet loot.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but I'll talk to Garbanzo over there and see.
So what about that ball that... I still cannot take it. Well, I still can't find it. What is that? Most of these criminals are part of the notorious Hilltop gang, bunch of dorks. Right. Still no ball or whatever that was lost, don't remember. Well, anyway. Hi, Garby.
Hi, Lil. Sorry, I'm not quite ready to open up the shop yet. I can't seem to find my inventory key. What are you doing up so early?
Exploring?
Working the graveyard shift tonight. So, I'm finally available to see some of my friends who have responsible parents and reasonable bedtimes.
People like those small hooligans over there?
Those aren't small hooligans, they're my friends. And I was actually coming to talk to you about letting us borrow a couple of items.
I stand by my statement. And we can talk about loaning you some merchandise later. But first, I've lost the key to my inventory, and I think one of them might have stolen it. Maybe you could talk to them for me. Work your little guardsman magic and see what you could do to get it back.
On it.
Let's try it.
Alright guys, time to confess. Which one of you took poor Garby's inventory key?
wasn't me.
I don't know.
I ain't saying nothing.
So that's the way it's gonna be, is it? Listen, I need that key to upgrade tools and buy more power crystals, so one of you is gonna tell me who's responsible.
Are you a lawyer all of a sudden?
Nope, but I'm a guardsman. I hope you got your story straight, cause I really don't want to go down to the guard shed and get my metal detector. So tell me, which one of you took Garby's key?
Lamont.
It was Simon.
I've never brought this up to the group before, but I think Isla is a kleptomaniac. I always see her taking things out of Lamont's backpack when he's not looking. But also...
Isla?
Between you and me, I saw Lamont poking his big, dumb, handsome nose that sits in the middle of his gorgeous face all around that booth. It was probably him. Oh, he's such a bad boy, but also...
I could make up my mind now, or dig a little deeper.
Question further. Lamont?
I said it before, I'll say it again. It was Isla.
I know it wasn't me. I'm in a bit of a two-strike situation with my parents, and I'll be sent to the National Ballet School in Marvog if I get in trouble again. But I'm telling you, Lamont got here first, and I saw him rooting around Garby's shop.
Simon?
Okay, maybe Isla isn't a klepto, but she did go through his bag just before you got here. Maybe she's got a good reason to be going through his stuff. I got here third, so I didn't see anything.
So I think that Lamont stole the key, but then Isla stole the key from Lamont.
So, did you figure out who took my key?
Yes.
I hate to be a narc, but I think it was...
Lamont.
It was probably Lamont. He's the tough-looking kid with the missing tooth.
Thanks, Lil. I'll be right back. Hey, you! Mullet boy! Stay right where you are!
Garby isn't smart or strong or fast. By the time he reached Lil's hooligan friends, they had run off. But Lil had been correct. And startled, Lamont dropped the key as he fled.
Ugh, got the key back. And those hooligans ran off. It's a win-win. Now my shop is ready to open. For helping me out, I'd like to offer you some gold to upgrade one of your tools. or load up on crystals. Whatever your Lil heart desires.
Oh, thank you very much indeed. I will buy one of these then. Thank you, Garby. Bye, Garby. Can I proceed here now? Is there anything? Yes? Do you want Lil to dumpster dive? Yes! Lil found a powder crystal between a pile of chicken bones and a broken vacuum cleaner. Good for you. Then let's go and visit Dr. B. Oh, so many places to go. So there is the dig site, guard shed, I'm not ready to do that yet, the exciting Coliseum for overpriced food, and the dungeon, Malcolm's office. Let's visit the dig site first. The entrance to the dig site is closed, but there is a note. I have convened a meeting at the Mages Guild. The dig site is closed for the day. Dr. Marquez Beatrix von Matterhorn.
Well, that's just great. What am I supposed to do now? I guess I could go back in time to when she was here.
Well, we can try. See what happens. Your reckless use of the chronometer 3000 triggered a catastrophic rift in the space-time continuum. You died. Retry. I'd better not.
But Dr. B did say I could only use it at the guard shed. Maybe that's why it's on the fritz? I better just get to my ship before this thing explodes.
Not ready yet. Let's visit the exciting Coliseum for overpriced food. Hello? What's your name, Jay?
Step right up, one and all, and win some money on the Goblin Ball.
Hello again, Fredo.
Almost. Fredo.
Again? I've never seen you before in my life.
But I placed a bet with you on the last game.
Doesn't ring a bell.
The Kalidar Lightning game against the Brawlers. I won some money.
Okay, if you say so. Person I've never seen before. Anyways, you want to make a bet on the game?
Yes.
Here are the teams at play, kiddo. Which one do you want to hear about?
Milton Marauders.
This team went under a major rebranding and hired a whole new set of eager rookies. They're fast, but lack the muscle mass that some of the more seasoned teams have. Let's hope the starch in those new uniforms doesn't slow them down too much. You sure you want to bet on them?
No.
Here are the teams at play, kiddo. Which one do you...
Sprawl Brawlers?
Ah, the home team. People either love them or they hate them. Me? I'm indifferent. But with the princess missing, the kingdom could really use a win right now. If only those bums would get up off their behinds and show a little hustle every now and again. Great team, though. Are you sure you want to bet on them?
Let's try.
How much you looking to gamble?
5. Yes, I am.
All right, kid. Your bet is in. Good luck.
Thanks, Fredo. Hello, Mrs. Abernathy.
Oh, hello, dear. Are you here to watch the Goblin Ball game?
Hiya, Mrs. A. I usually find Goblin Ball too boring to watch, unless, of course, there's a little action on it, if you know what I mean.
I most certainly do. I've got this month's pension check riding on a sure thing tip that's gonna pay out big time.
Oh, I should have talked with her first. Really?
You sure seem confident, Mrs. A. Care to share that tip with this underage gambler?
Your father wouldn't be pleased with me, but I'll tell you what.
Actually, I've already placed my bet for the game. Good luck, though, Mrs. A.
Oh, all right. Say hi to that father of yours for me.
Well, still, tell the tip. Well, alright.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
But it gets better with each time I see you. Let's see.
Let's watch some Goblin Ball.
What an embarrassing series of unfortunate accidents for the Sprawl Brawlers! First, Jorbala Pepstein failed to barrel roll out of the way of the Marauders' lightning-fast offensive line. Then, the dynamic duo, Edie and Audrey O'Goblin, only shaved 12 of the 14.7 seconds off of the time the Brawlers needed to open the Diamond Snorf's cage.
So I lost
it
my
all
5
comes down to the final
coins.
wagon wheel toss today, folks. And the coach has sent in Sir Warren of Bainbridge, the bad boy of the Brawlers' midfield passive-aggressive line. He's muttering something to himself. He spits. He lifts the wheel above his head. He spins. He spins again. He spins a third time, and it's launched. The Marauders' weather wizard can't touch a throw like that, and it's through the posts. The Sprawl Brawlers win.
No way! I want some money.
Lucky guess, kid. Come back next time for all your illegal gambling needs. Just ask for Fredo.
Wonderful. Should have bet more. And then what is the other place? The dungeon. I was expecting to see someone here. Lil knocks, but there is no response. Okay, I guess there is nothing to do here. Is there anything that's... How much money do I have? I don't think I have that much. So can I buy something?
Need something else?
32. Can buy another crystal. Thanks, Garby. And so I'm off to start my night shift. And I think that I will do it in the next part. Head down to the shed to work the night shift. All unvisited locations will become Maybe I should... No, maybe let me get here again. Yeah, but I will start my night shift next time, the next part. This part is just a day off to enjoy ourselves. Every castle needs a creepy dungeon. So nothing new here. And no response. No response. No response. And no response. I cannot access this thing, so I guess that's it. I suppose if I jailed someone, that someone would be here, but because I didn't jail anyone, there is no one here. Alright, that makes sense. And so I'm ending this part here. Next time we will do our night shift, which will be exciting. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Have a nice day, morning, night. Bye bye.